Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be solving question number 5 of 5070 paper 2 variant 2 May June 2023. So let's begin with question number 5. Okay, so right. So carbon reacts with steam to make carbon monoxide and hydrogen. The reaction is reversible. Okay, the forward reaction absorbs thermal energy. So let me highlight this point. Part A is asking us that an equilibrium mixture is formed when an equilibrium mixture is formed when the reversible reaction happens in a closed system. Explain why the reversible reaction must be in a closed system for an equilibrium mixture to be formed. So for this, we can refer to the equation. As we can see that one of the reactants, which is H2O steam, is in gaseous state, and both of our products, carbon monoxide and H2 hydrogen with they both are also in gaseous state. So to prevent H2O with the reactant or we may say the products from escaping the mixture, the equilibrium mixture, we'll do that. Or else if it's not a closed system and the gaseous reactants and product would escape, so an equilibrium mixture won't be formed. So in order to achieve equilibrium, we require a closed system to prevent the reactants and the products from escaping. Okay, let me write it. It is done so the reactants and the product cannot escape. Part 2. Part 2 is asking us that predict what happens to the position of equilibrium when the temperature is decreased and the pressure remains constant. All right. For that, we can use this highlighted information, which tells us that the forward reaction is absorbs thermal energy, which means that the forward reaction is endothermic. I'll write forward reaction is endothermic because when uh, when the system is absorbing energy, that means that the whether it's forward or backward, but in any direction the system is absorbing energy, that means that direction of reaction is endothermic, and the opposite, and the opposite direction would obviously be exothermic. So if here forward is endo, so it means backward would be exothermic. All right, so part 2. Yeah, explain your answer. Prediction. First, we have to predict. So, as I told you, sorry, yeah, um, so the temperature is being decreased. That means backward reaction. Backward reaction would be uh, favored because, as it is written, that forward reaction absorbs thermal energy. If the temperature was increased, so it would have moved to the right towards the products. But as the temperature is decreased, it would move towards the exothermic side, which means it would move towards the reactants. So I would write the position of equilibrium will move towards left hand. An explanation for it would be because the uh, forward reaction, it is because forward reaction is endothermic. So, and the backward is exothermic, as I had told you. So, uh, you know, minimize the temperature, decrease, or to, you could say, like, I would just, to make it more clear and easy, I would just write that it's because the forward reaction is exothermic, and hence the backward reaction would be, well, I guess we don't need to, it's of 2 marks, right? So, wait. So for 2 marks, now 1 point will be here. Let me erase this and then I'll tell you what I am talking about. So right, 1 point for this one reduction and 1 point for explanation. And for explaining, I guess this is enough because it is because the power reaction is endothermic and it's for 2 marks, so we don't need to write anymore. We don't need to waste our time on it. Okay. Predict what happens to the position of equilibrium when the pressure is decreased and the temperature remains constant. Okay. So one thing you need to consider is pressure acts on gases only. Okay. So while talking about pressure, we'll only consider gases, not solid or liquid. So here, let me erase this exo and endo. So here we can see we have one gas here and H2O here and these two here. Carbon as a solid, so we won't consider it. Let me, remove it. So, it's much easier. Okay, now we can do it like, okay, let's not see there's a carbon here, we just see these two here. So here we have 1 mole of H2O, 1 mole of carbon monoxide, and 1 mole of H2. And if we, look at like the left hand side and the right hand side. So at the left hand side we have 1 mole, and at the right hand side we have 2 mole. 1:2. And here what we were asked, the pressure is decreased. So we know that when the pressure is decreased, right, the reaction uh, uh, the reaction will move, the position of equilibrium will move towards the side with greater number of moles. That means that the greater number of moles are at the right hand side. It's 1:2 now, so it would move towards the right hand side. So what we'll write. Okay, uh, the position, the position of equilibrium, the position of equilibrium will move towards right and right. And the explanation would be it is because there are my and what problem occurred here. Sorry for this. Is because um there are more moles of gas on the right. Sorry, right. Yeah, right. I wrote it wrong. Right hand side, or we could just say yeah. Sorry, product. No, yeah, product side. That's it. All right, let's move towards the next question. Part B. Predict what happens to the rate of backward reaction when the temperature is decreased and the pressure remains constant. As I told you, that the backward reaction is exothermic. Let me show you once again. Uh, so forward was the forward reaction was endothermic. Okay, because it was absorbing thermal energy. And I told you if the forward is endo, the backward would be exothermic, right? So they are asking that uh, predict what happens to the rate of backward reaction when the temperature decreases and the pressure remains constant. Oh, okay. They're asking about the rate, not the position of equilibrium. Okay. So I can read that. Okay, sorry. Yeah, they are asking about the rate of reaction. Leave it. You don't need to consider, whether forward or backward is anything. We are talking about the rate of reaction. Right? Okay. So as the temperature is decreased, so the rate would decrease. That's understood. Rate would decrease. Why? You need to explain it. It is because particles will have lesser kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, and due to which due to which less successful collisions will yes. So let's move on towards part C. Predict what happens to the rate of backward reaction when the pressure is increased and the temperature remains constant. So, as we know that increasing the pressure increases the rate of reaction. Should we write the rate would increase because is because there will be more particles per unit volume. Because we are talking about pressure, so we'll consider volume as well per unit volume, due to which uh, frequency of collision would be greater. Yeah. So question 5 has ended here. Let's move towards question number 6. Okay. So question number 6 is talking about energy changes that take place during chemical reactions. Hot air, nitrogen reacts with oxygen to make nitrogen monoxide, and the reaction is endothermic. And we have the equation here. So we have to draw on the axis provided in figure 6.1 the reaction pathway diagram for this reaction. So it's an endothermic reaction. So for that, okay, question is for 5 marks, and we have to do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A graph should contain these 5 things. All right, so for that, okay, let me first draw it, then I'll label it. So as you know, it's endothermic, so the the reactants would be at a lower energy level, and the products would be at an higher energy level. So I'm using, I'm digitally drawing it, and it's just not like, that much accurate, but it's kind of similar. So this would be reactants. So yeah, at this time, the equation, right? So reactants would be N2 plus N2 gaseous, okay, and that would be N. So if I this would be positive delta H, and this would be, let me draw it right, and this would be our A. It's not accurate enough. Primer level best to EA, and this would be delta H. Reactant products in the axis is remaining, so it would be reaction pathway, and this would be energy. All right, let's move towards the next question. Hydrogen reacts with bromine to make hydrogen. Calculate the enthalpy change of this reaction. Use the bond energy, then stable 6 easy. You know that calculate the enthalpy change of reaction. We need to subtract bond breaking from bond making, right? So bond breaking 436 for H and Br plus 193 plus 193 minus 2 H square bonds to 366. So the answer would be calculated 436 plus 193 is 629 minus 2 into 366. So it would be 629 minus 723. Sorry, yeah, 723. 732, sorry, 732. 732. So the answer I am getting is minus 103. Okay. So this is the end of question number 6. And if you have any query, so you can ask me in the comments, and do like, share, subscribe to my channel. And I'll be doing the rest of the paper in my next video. Okay, have a good time. Bye bye.